exposing the influence of Western social media influencers and their use of enhancements in competitive racing. The muscle quality has completely collapsed. This is the biochemical giant Craig. 1996 of Dr. Tony's experiments, bodybuilding god and Olympic champion Carter. In front of the gigantic double-door refrigerator, I felt as weak as a rookie soldier. Without any signs of training, just going to the bathroom could burst the door open. Sitting on the subway felt like being accompanied by cockroaches. The dry old man beside me dared to feel angry, but couldn't voice it in the human gym. I still haven't created heavy enough dumbbells to let the giant truly enjoy their workout. Relying on pushing living people for a warm-up during high school, he was still an ordinary human who liked wearing shirts. Until the doctor came knocking, selecting him for terrifying super soldier transformation in an authoritative tone. From that moment on, the wheels of fate began to turn, as if binding him to a life and death line with the devil. Illegally injected with a massive amount of advanced technology, the doctor prescribed a month's worth of steroids. He could finish mixing growth hormones and nandrolone within a week. 8 injections a day, pushing it to the limits in just 2 short years. Gaining 350 pounds, the doctor transformed the frail teenager into a colossal titan beast, like the Hulk. Now weighing half a ton, his favorite hobby is to crush mosquitoes with his thick chest for amusement. The doctor forced him to consume 10,000 calories of food every day. 4 turkeys, 36 eggs, and 6 pounds of beef as the base. At first, he couldn't eat it all, and the calories couldn't be metabolized. The doctor mixed and administered carnitine, insulin, and growth hormone all in one. He finally transformed his digestive system into a devouring emperor engine, with his appetite growing larger and larger. The gluttonous giant beast can never be satisfied. He can eat 10 takeout boxes by himself. He goes directly to the restaurant to group order an 8-person meal, eating at least 6 times a day to fill the caloric deficit. Both tea and coffee can have half a bottle of white sugar added, and he casually creates sweet treats that are calorie bombs. The only thing that makes him anxious is not eating enough and losing weight. The doctor has repeatedly warned the clueless bystanders. Don't approach him suddenly when he's hungry, and definitely don't try to snatch food from his hands. Only when the giant beast has eaten his fill and is slowly digesting can they dare to let the fierce creature take photos with fans on site. The core position of the sponsor's booth at the Olympics has been occupied by him for many years. 4 blonde beauties danced energetically in front of his poster, a captivating combination of beauty and the beast that drew plenty of attention. Do you want to know if muscle chains can be relied on like a meal? Of course. It is said that he has long since moved into a villa with a fountain and garden. Driving a Porsche to go grocery shopping, he has now switched to a Cadillac Electric SUV, which has more space and saves money. I also got tired of driving and bought a second-hand 2021 Model Y from Gwazi used car platform. You can buy it for just $160,000, and it feels no different from a new car, but it's over $100,000 cheaper than a new one. Nowadays, new electric cars depreciate quickly, making it especially cost-effective to buy used ones. Gwazi is a nationwide platform for used cars, and each vehicle undergoes a professional inspection. Only buy the car after a satisfactory test drive. I'm telling you, if you want to buy a used electric car, just go to Gwazi Used Cars. This is experiment no. 98 by the doctor, a world champion in men's strength from the United States Marine Corps. Due to excessive drug use, the body underwent serious mutations, becoming asexual and androgynous. He used to be a sunny, handsome, and cheerful young man. Now he has become gender fluid. The magnetization from the drugs caused breast development, long hair cascading down, and the addition of eyeshadow. The older sister-in-law wearing earrings and a floral dress, despite being the father of 3 children. But now, she only competes in women's bodybuilding competitions and has won so many championships that her hands are sore, alongside numerous professional bodybuilders like Luntz. They openly opposed her actions of competing in the women's category and taking gold medals as a transgender individual with a male body. In his early days, the doctor took drugs to enhance his strength, almost always at maximum dosages. According to the dosage that even stones can't withstand, inject 8 units of insulin before the training. After a break, using growth hormone, drolone, and SARM hormone regulators for training. The next day, again, using copper-heavy supplementation and policy protections to directly lift extreme weights. 1 person bench pressed while 3 others were exhausted, resulting in excessive pressure on the right eye that caused a blood vessel to burst. It was as if the fierce warrior Siahu Dun from the 3 Kingdoms had lit something with his tongue. The air was filled with the rusty smell of hemoglobin, carrying the aura of a strong warrior, akin to that of beans. Now she has brought her strength and talent to the women's bodybuilding scene. The 2 modified individuals mentioned above by the doctor are still considered niche in the bodybuilding world. Next comes the truly sinister practice of injecting oil directly into the muscles. The biceps swelled to the point where the arm couldn't bend, making it impossible to even bring food to the mouth. What they are injecting is not ribulose, but rather synthetic alcohol, a large amount of glycerol mixed with a small dose of anesthetic painkillers, directly injecting into the muscles by unscrupulous merchants for the sake of profit. Only then will they secretly add sesame oil, giving it a high-end fragrance that smells like perfume. Bodybuilding competitions often use small doses to compensate for weaker areas, but now they are being driven by the pursuit of popularity. The reckless young generation of influencers is crazily abusing substances and even crossing over to participate in mixed martial arts and bodybuilding competitions. Various commercial activities and enticing appearance fees have led many fitness novices to take shortcuts and stray onto the wrong path. Using drugs to grab attention has resulted in deformed and disabled bodies with biceps bigger than their heads. These individuals can be regarded as real-life versions of Popeye. Each one is a case in point. A large amount of oil solidified in the muscles, leading to severe infections and premature death. To save one's life, the only option is amputation. In the best case scenario, it involves removing large sections of dead nerves and muscle tissue. Cut out and remove.